He has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. It's a quiet call that lingers in the air. No complicated ritual, no hidden wisdom. Just the shimmer of 3 simple ways to be. Act justly, love mercy, walk humbly. How often our lives feel tangled between the demand for fairness and the fierce ache for compassion. It's easy to get lost in debates and rules, but the ancient voice gently resets the compass. It isn't a checklist for perfection. It's an invitation to choose justice, even when nobody's looking, to reach for grace, even when the world is harsh, and to move through this wild, uncertain space with gentle humility. Many of us sit up late wondering if we measure up, if we're enough, if we matter in the fractured currents of work, family, and culture. This verse says the good life isn't far away. It grows from kindness, everyday fairness, the courage to look inward. Justice, not just as a concept, but as a way of walking. Learn to do right, seek justice, defend the oppressed, take up the cause of the fatherless, plead the case of the widow. Here, the call for justice is fierce, almost urgent. The words cut straight through comfort, challenging us to see those pushed to the margins. Oppressed people, orphans, widows, not statistics, but faces, lonely, tired, invisible. A mother carrying her struggles alone, a child waiting for someone to listen. The quiet, overlooked stranger whose story goes untold. Justice isn't abstract. It's in the choice to pay attention, to listen, to fight for fairness in spaces where power is uneven. In a world saturated with noise, where distraction dulls the senses, sometimes justice begins simply by noticing who's left out. Righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Love and faithfulness go before you. Imagine a throne set strong on the bedrock of justice. Rules aren't enough. The foundation must be rightness. Things made true, fair, whole. Love and faithfulness, soft but steady, move ahead like a path, guiding every step. It's not a cold system, but a kingdom shaped by integrity and compassion. For anyone buried under worry, longing for stability, this image offers a gentle anchor. Justice isn't a distant hope. It's part of the structure, a promise that all things can be rebuilt on fairness and love. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and needy. Some days, silence feels safer. It's easier to stay quiet than to risk speaking out for someone with no power. But here, the voice is clear. Speak up. Not with anger or self-righteousness, but with clarity. Judge fairly. See people as they are, no more and no less. And notice the poor, the needy, those barely scraping by. In a world where the loudest voices often belong to those with more, these words challenge us to lift the quiet ones. To defend, to protect, maybe not with grand gestures, but with simple honesty, steady encouragement. But let justice roll on like a river, righteousness like a never-failing stream. Justice is not a trickle or a stagnant pool. It's a river, rushing, inexhaustible, carving new ground. There's power here, a relentless tide that washes away the dust of cruelty and neglect. If the world feels dry and unyielding, imagine a stream renewing what's been broken. This image carries hope for all who are tired, for anyone waiting for the harshness to soften, for fairness to finally arrive. In every passage, justice is not reserved for ancient kings or distant prophets. It's woven into daily choices, how we treat co-workers, how we raise children, how we face loneliness and doubt. Sometimes justice appears in anonymous moments, standing up, speaking gently, noticing suffering. Sometimes justice looks like mercy, and sometimes like courage. As we move through our days, stumbling, striving, learning, these words linger. Justice, not as a demand, but as a river, ever moving, ever renewing, calling us home. Amen.